Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and I want to quickly talk to you guys about outside of the Vengeance series writing that I have done and I want to do. So, if you don't know, outside of the Vengeance series, I have published, I think, three things right now. We have Tomorrow to Lose, my poetry collaborative collection. We have The Unexplainable, which is my paranormal anthology stories, just stuff I experienced. And then we have Incarnation. And yeah, I do want to publish more things outside of the book series. When I get there, it's just the way that my brain goes. It's like, well, I'm focused on this. I need to keep thinking about this, which is like, that's why I don't really take breaks from writing all too much. I mean, sometimes I'll get so burnt out or I'll get other things that fully distract my brain, or when I hit a milestone in the writing, like I finished that first rough draft, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a breather and I'll come back to it with a fresh mind. But if I'm in the middle of writing like I am right now, I can't just walk away from it because there's too much context that still needs to be kept in the front of my mind for me to walk away. Because if I come back now, I have to basically start from the first page, read up to where I was writing, read up to where I stopped, and then reread all my notes to make sure I know where I am and what's going on completely. Because there's a lot of like inflection and nuance that's going on between characters at times that I can't just walk away from. So that's also why I don't write multiple books at the same time. I'll get lost in it, and I definitely can't write something outside of the main book series in the middle of writing one. I have obviously paused my writing and done other things. You know, the Tomorrow to Lose, that was something I could do in between because there was no story behind it. It was just poetry and stuff. The Unexplainable was something I busted out in a month while doing other things because it was just recounting personal experiences and translating it to a digestible format. Um, Incarnation was a little bit more intensive. That was like I stepped away from other writing for a month to write this because I had just finished. I think I just published Omnibus. I just published no, The Garden. I think I published The Garden. I don't know. I get so lost in the timeline of things. But I just finished publishing, so I did that. But outside of the book series, I do have multiple other stories that I want to write and I plan on writing. Some of them are going to be shorter. I have one that's a real short story. It's probably going to be 50 or 60 pages. It's just a basic concept that it doesn't have enough depth to it to make it a full like novel, but the idea of it is just kind of just like an interesting little thing, nothing too insane. Um, then I have another book that I plan on writing that's actually has the potential to be two books, but I'm gonna try not to make it two books if I can help it. It just all depends on how far my brain takes it once I get into it. But I do have an idea that can go pretty in depth with things. It also depends on how much I want to write the pre-story to the concept, how much I want to write as like the first chapters building up to the moment that the story is formulated as in my head. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I had a dream last night, and a lot of times, book ideas and book ideas applicable to the Vengeance series and book ideas unrelated as their own individual stories spawn from dreams of mine. I just, this one last night, I just had. I can't talk about it, obviously. It's not even that super creative. It's not that unique either. It's just like it's just something that seems fun to do that could be a cool moral lesson story, and as well as could dive into a little bit deeper of a general overall plot. And it's actually pretty similar to I think I subconsciously borrowed X-Men themes of like mutants and like the mutant gene activating and stuff. It's something like that where characters discover that they have an ability during a time of trauma or a crisis, and it manifests, but it's never good. It's never a good ability. It's something that's always dangerous, destructive, harmful to yourself and others, and most of the world has no understanding of it because it's pretty secret. Like whenever it manifests, it's something that's like you're not flying or something like that. It's like, oh, it's like an elemental ability where it could be explained by other means. Whereas the truth of it is like you created it and you caused it, but like, oh, a fire broke out. Yeah, but a fire broke out, but in actuality, your, for lack of a better term, mutant ability was like something with fire and you caused it. So it's like very secretive. It's something like that. And I just had like a really vivid, and it had like this other thing too. It's something just a really cool imagery I thought, and I was the character in the dream, so I was doing the things, and then the dream just kept going, and it kept building some details and plot stuff, and I'm like, oh, I woke up, and I wasn't really thinking about it as making a story. I just thought that was an interesting dream until I like remembered one piece of it when I was lingering there this morning, just like, oh, actually, you know what? That could be kind of cool. So I busted out the notes on my phone and I wrote down everything I could think of pertaining to it, and that's a story I'll come back to. So I do have, yeah, I wrote one like that, and I wrote just some chunks for the idea. But I have a folder on my phone, a note called "Writing in General," and as far as ideas in here that could be other books or other short stories, I have one. Let's see, two. I think I have six in here that are more than just a quote or statement that I could develop into something, and that I will at some point. I will definitely get into it because I do want my portfolio to be more than just the book series, even though that's obviously my pride and joy. Um, it's a lot easier to get somebody into a one-off or like a duology as opposed to a sextology or whatever it is. Like, what is it? Is six like a sextant, sextuple? What is it? I don't know. What would a series of six books be called? And it's not going to be more than six too, because it's probably going to be like eight or more. Because I still want to go back at some point and rewrite Hebaloma and Impurity and make them a bit more cohesive. I might not even rewrite. I might just like look at it, read through it, and like adjust the approach of it, like the narrative scope, the viewpoint of the story, and just kind of clean it up and make them a little bit longer, a little bit more fleshed out, a little bit more cohesive. And I plan on doing that at some point. Obviously, not anytime soon, but yeah, I plan on doing that. So, did my fucking. Why does Amazon do this? I get fucking reviews, and then reviews disappear. I had 24 reviews on book one. I had freaking 24 reviews on book one, and now I have 23, and I lost my 5-star rating because a review that was posted got removed or something. Either Amazon disapproved it or something. What's the most recent? Yeah, there should be like 2 more reviews past this one. Oh my god, Amazon. I I paid for the credits to get somebody to read it through Puppy, and now they're gone. Ugh, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because to kind of like give you guys just like a little bit of, not foreshadowing, but just like insight that I plan on doing stuff outside of the book series, and I plan on, I don't know, changing up the genres a little bit. I do want to do, I plan on doing some like more mundane stories, more grounded stuff that's not supernatural, and then I do plan on doing stuff that is supernatural and even more weird, stuff that's not explained in the stories. And in the Vengeance series, I get in the habit of like wanting and needing to explain every detail and like peel back the veil of it. But some stuff should just be left a mystery. It's better that way. Even if I want to know it for myself and I want to put it in the story, but then I need to omit it because it's better if it's not known. It's more intriguing if it's not exactly explicitly stated how or why something is. But yeah, I just want to talk about that real quick. Just something on my mind that I do have a whole bunch of books planned for after it, and each one of them should only take me a chunk of time to write. Since they're going to be individual, isolated things, they should not take that long. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to put the care into it. I'm going to need to shift my brain and be like, all right, time to do this one now with the same love and devotion as the Vengeance series without letting it get out of hand. And who knows, maybe something will come of one of these stories later. Maybe I'll have a sequel down the line. I don't know. I'm just projecting for the future. Regardless, check out vengeancebooks.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.